Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. Today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol ECVT. This is Ecovyst Inc. We're going to do some advanced charting as well to see if we can find supports and resistances. I have not charted this one before. Looks like it's been an overall downtrend, but we're going to go ahead and look at the financial data points, see if this stock is worth 950, if it should be higher or lower. We'll look at assets, liabilities, margins, etc. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. So Ecovyst, let's go to the monthly chart. I like to look at the bigger picture and then whittle my way down to the smaller time frames. If I had to guess, I would say this is a dividend paying stock. I haven't looked, and I only say that because it's literally trading in such a tight range, and it's trading at the same levels as it was back in 2018, meaning it's been pretty coastal. I'm just gonna check. I'm just gotta check. No dividend. Oof. So if you bought this 2018, you might be even. A good area to have been bought in was 2020 during the COVID crisis. So let's look at the strength is about 50, almost 50, which is neutral. It's not really taken by bulls or bears at this time. Money flow is heading up slightly, and the relative momentum indicator looks like it is kind of stabilizing, flattening out. Ooh, sales. They used to do 1.2 billion in sales. Now they do almost half that, 690 million. Earnings per share actually looks like it went through a change as well, potentially heading up. 2022 was 0.52, 2023 was 0.6, 2024 maybe 0.7, I don't know, 0.68. They are profitable. They are relatively decently priced. Good quick ratio. They do have some debt. They're slowly addressing the debt. Earnings per share over the past 5 years positive. Sales past 5 years negative. And again, that's because it's 1.2 billion here, back down to half a million gross margin 27.9%. That's pretty good. Institutions own 93%. Insiders own 9%. Looks like they're selling a little bit. Not so much shorting going on. Good volume. So let's go ahead and pull out my handy dandy calculator. And we're going to see what the potential stock price could be. So they have a market cap of 1,120,000,000. They do have income. Again, they're profitable of 73,920,000. And they have sales of 690,770,000. And looking at their cash and their debt, really quickly before going. Q1 this year, they brought in 160,540,000. Last year, they brought 160,870,000. Slight decrease. Profitability, a better profitability. And so it looks like this company is getting stickier, meaning their branding and their customers are loyal or potentially loyal. They spent less money to acquire the same amount. They saved almost 3 to 4. They saved $3 to $4 million in costs, and profits increased. So pretty good. Back to our calculation. All right, so the company has $103 million, 140,000 cash. Debt, they have 874,670,000. Okay. All right, and really quickly, it looks like they have 1.8 billion in assets and 1.1 billion in liabilities. And like I said, they are slowly paying off their debt. You could say they had 879 million, now they have 874 million. There is a 711 million dollar buffer between assets and liabilities. No real red flags. The director sold 250,000 shares worth. Bert and Michael sold some shares. Looks like C remarks. Maybe it was pre-planned. We don't really know. So no real red flags down here, honestly. Going back up. And there are, whoops, 116 million 120,000 shares. So the stock price of 960 and it's trading at 958. That is absolutely, let's see, let's look at the next. It's $9.59 and it's trading at $9.58. How? Cheers. That's crazy. All right. So a lot of upside there, as you can see. Not really at the moment, but let's go ahead and see what institutions are doing. It says they own 93.93%. Old data, new data says 112%. That's almost a 20% increase. All-time high institutional ownership and hedge fund ownership, all-time highs. All right. Vanguard increased by 26%. Hotchkiss and Wiley added 6.6 million shares. CCMP sold out 11 million shares. Dimensional Fund added 5.8 million. BlackRock added 8.3 million. Ineos decreased 15%. So that's pretty mixy matchy, but overall, I think more buying than selling there. Looks like institutions are liking this one. Let's figure this out. All right, so we have several layers of support and resistance. So here's our channel basically kind of going down and down and down. Long-term support, basically right here. So that's the next area to, come on. So we have there and then here as well. So this stock needs to break above $10 and hold. Doing some more charting. Yeah. And then our next level of support is going to be right here. Come on, baby. There we go. And then right. So we've got a lot going on here. It's kind of in the thicket of supports and resistances. I mean, it got as low as $5.30 before. So, I mean, so our apex where support and resistance are going to be meeting, we have a couple areas to watch. We got the end of 2024. We've got, looks like end of Q1 2025. And then we've got down here. So again, this is where resistance and support converge. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want to wait on the sideline for this one. It's only ever really gone down except for 2020 during the COVID dip. There were a couple areas of opportunity to potentially add back in 2022, but I mean, this thing doesn't pay a dividend and it's just trading sideways. So I think this one's okay to sit and wait on the sides. And like I said, they're looking at their year over year quarterlies, I mean, they slightly missed, but it's just basically stagnant for this one. So I don't see anything that's compelling or that sticks out with the stock. Decent gross margins. Um, they do have EPS of next year being at 35%. Again, show me, don't tell me. You can always believe what they say if you want, but then you have that leaves you open to get burned. So um, I think just waiting on the sides for this one, really. Checking back every 3 months. So that's my opinion on ECVT. Let me know your thoughts. Consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment. It lets YouTube know that I'm creating something worth watching. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Take care.